tonight for the 19th annual Asian American Academy Awards event here. And in case you're wondering, every single person in this room, you are on the A list for the Asian American capital of our country, and that is here in San Francisco. It's my honor to help recognize an organization that for 40 years has reflected and embodied our Asian American community. My guess is there are many people in this room who have a grandparent or a great-grandparent who went through Angel Island. Angel Island, as we all know, is not just a spot on a map. It's not just a beautiful view of the bay. It was a former detention center where over 500,000 immigrants from over 80 countries once passed through. And I think many folks know, if you've ever been there, that there are inscriptions in the barracks where they used to interrogate and detain immigrants who came through. Inscriptions in Chinese, in Japanese, in Korean, in South Asian languages that told the tribulations, the trials, but the dreams of generations of San Franciscans and Californians and Americans. I want to take a moment and just read one stanza from one of those poems. Waves big as mountains often astonish this traveler. With laws harsh as tigers, I had a taste of all the barbarities. Do not forget this day when you land ashore. Push yourself ahead and do not be lazy or idle. As our city's first Asian American city attorney, I often think about that history, particularly at this time, when during this time, we are re-experiencing the history of anti-Asian hate. During this time, there are leaders that are demonizing immigrants from Asian countries. During this time, there are some who suggest that we should not be relearning the history of our past. Asian Island Station Foundation is an organization that is teaching us about our history and our culture, reminding us of where we came, and providing that vision of where we should be. So with that, it is my honor to invite up to the stage the Executive Director of the Angel Island Foundation. If you could please join on, Edward. And I'd also like to join onto the stage JJ Lara, who's the Board Chair of APA Heritage Foundation. Congratulations, thank you.
Thank you so much, David. My name is Ed Taphorn, and I've had the honor and privilege of serving as the Executive Director for the Angel Island Immigration Station Foundation for the past 3 years. I'm joined here tonight by our Senior Manager of Operations and Exhibits, Russell Nauman, as well as our most recent Board President, Buck Chi, a man who needs no introduction. Buck, thank you so much for your years of leadership and championing of Angel Island. Can I just see a show of hands? How many of you have visited Angel Island since January of last year? All right, yeah, I got you there, right? My hope is that by next May, every single hand in this room is raised. Because if you identify as Asian American, Native Hawaiian, or Pacific Islander, or as someone who's an immigrant or of immigrant heritage, or someone who stands in allyship or solidarity with our communities, Angel Island is a required pilgrimage. Because you see, for all immigrants, their descendants, and their families, Angel Island's a living landmark, a landmark that symbolizes diverse experiences of detention, of racism, and of exclusion, but also of hope and determination. For the past 40 years, the Foundation has worked to preserve the site, as well as to elevate its histories and its stories, to promote learning, and also to celebrate the new beginnings and immigrant contributions that make this country so strong. And through all of these efforts, what we seek to do is to create a future that is more inclusive and more equitable, one that embodies a nation where immigrants make our nation better. So congratulations to our fellow awardees, and on behalf of all of the current and former board and staff of the Angel Island Immigration Station Foundation, thank you so much to the APA Heritage Foundation for this recognition and for this award. Thank you.